For centuries, the galaxy had feared many things: planet killers, tyrant empires, rogue AI, and ancient beasts sleeping beneath broken moons. But one species stood above them all: humans. Not because of their claws, strength, poison, speed, or telepathy. They had none. Humans were feared for one reason. When you fight a human, you don't just fight the one you angered. You fight all of humanity. And the Zark Dominion was about to learn this lesson in a way that would echo through history. Beginning, the spark that started everything. Captain Erin Vale never wanted to start a war. She was a survey officer, not a soldier. Her ship, the UAS Wayfinder, was a peaceful explorer on the far edge of the Orion Spur. They had found a strange ruin on a drifting asteroid, some kind of ancient structure made of black stone, humming with dormant energy. The crew logged it, scanned it, and prepared to leave. But the Zark Dominion, brutal, war-hungry, territorial, arrived first, guns blazing. Erin's crew didn't stand a chance. The Zark commander, General Kortawal, broadcast a message before opening fire. Humans, leave. This artifact belongs to the Dominion. Any interference is an act of war. Erin tried diplomacy. She tried retreat. She tried everything but violence. But the Zark fired anyway, destroying the Wayfinder in a flash of blue energy. Erin barely escaped in a single-person pod, drifting for days before a passing cargo hauler rescued her. She arrived back at a human outpost burned, shaken, barely alive. She filed her report. And the galaxy held its breath. Humans did not start wars. But if you harmed their people, they finished them. The galaxy reacts, as fear spreads. News spread faster than light. Every species listened. Every empire felt a shiver. The Zark Dominion had destroyed a human vessel unprovoked. A silence hung over the galaxy. Then came the whispers. Humans will retaliate. The Zark have doomed us all. The deadliest species is awake again. Across neutral space, civilizations began preparing shelters, locking down trade routes, fortifying borders, not to protect themselves from humans, but to avoid being caught in the crossfire of what was coming. The Zark, arrogant and fearless, simply laughed. They believed humans were soft. They believed humans avoided war. They believed humans were afraid. They were about to learn the truth. Middle, the deadliest species rises. Humanity assembled a task force so quickly the galaxy thought they had prepared it in advance. Every shipyard, every naval academy, every frontier militia answered the call. Not because they wanted glory, but because one human had been attacked. Captain Erin Vale was debriefed by the Admiralty. "What do you want us to do, Captain?" the Admiral asked. Erin thought about her dead crew, her destroyed ship, her helpless escape. And she spoke the sentence that history would record as the spark of the human-Zark war. They started this. Now we finish it. The war effort mobilized instantly. The human response was different than any other species. Where the Zark roared and flexed their power, humanity moved with cold, terrifying calm. Where the Zark relied on intimidation, humanity relied on strategy. Where the Zark sent warriors, humanity sent engineers, scientists, tacticians, hackers, and soldiers, all working in perfect union. The first wave of human forces was not a fleet, but a warning. A single drone ship entered Zark space and broadcast. Return Captain Vale's stolen artifacts. Return her fallen crew. Stand down, or face consequences. The Zark Dominion responded with laughter and missiles. Humanity responded with silence. The galaxy braced. The first strike, and the shift. When humanity finally struck, it wasn't at the Zark fleet. It was at their pride. The Zark homeworld moon housed their war academy, where every general, tactician, and hunter was trained. It was the beating heart of their military. Humans didn't attack the academy. They erased it. A pinpoint strike, a precision rail-kinetic rod dropped from a stealth cruiser, hit the moon with surgical perfection. There was no explosion, no messy devastation. Just a crater. A perfectly spherical cavity drilled through the academy, hot and glowing like a brand. Billions across the galaxy watched the footage in silent horror. The humans had never even fired a bullet. They had simply removed the Zark as future generals in a single, bloodless stroke. For the first time in their history, the Zark Dominion felt fear. The Zark retaliate and fall. Enraged, the Zark dispatched their largest battle group, 2 dreadnoughts, 9 cruisers, and dozens of gunships. Their target? The remote human outpost, Epsilon 4, the one that had rescued Erin. The Zark expected resistance. They expected a battle. They expected glory. What they did not expect was what greeted them. Epsilon 4 was empty, completely evacuated. In its center stood a single human beacon tower, broadcasting the same message on repeat. You harmed one of us. This is not revenge. This is responsibility. Then the Zark commander realized something else. His ship's navigation systems were glitching. His engines weren't responding. Human infiltrators had hacked them last week. Before the Zark even departed, the dreadnoughts lost control. Their engines went offline. Their weapons shut down. Their shields collapsed. Then the humans arrived. Not in overwhelming numbers. Just 6 ships. 6 ships against an entire battle group. The Zark laughed. Until the first human volley hit. It didn't just pierce their hulls. It sliced their ships open like surgical blades. The battle was over in minutes. Not one human ship was damaged. A single Zark officer survived long enough to broadcast a message. They are not fighting a war. They are teaching a lesson. The truth hits the Zark too late. The Zark High Council summoned Captain Erin Vale for negotiation. She arrived alone, wearing the quiet, calm expression that unnerved the guards more than any war cry. The council sneered. You dare come alone? Erin Saturday, I'm the one you attacked. I'm the one you've been hunting. You want this war to end? Then stop. The Zark Supreme Leader snarled. You are prey. Humans have always been prey. You hide behind numbers, strategies, machines. No, Erin interrupted. Her voice was low, cold, final. We survive. And we do not stop until every threat is neutralized. The council scoffed. Then the lights cut out. Every console, every weapon, every shield, offline. Human infiltration teams walked into the chamber silently, unhindered by Zark defenses. Erin looked the Supreme Leader dead in the eyes. Check your system logs. The leader did. And froze. Every military command node. Every shipyard. Every fleet registry. Every dreadnought activation code. All compromised. Not today. Not yesterday. But for months. The humans had been inside their systems the entire time. The Supreme Leader swallowed hard. What are you going to do to us? Erin stood. Nothing. The room gasped. You started this war. But we're ending it without extermination. Her eyes shifted to each counselor. You will disarm. You will withdraw. You will never touch another human vessel again. And if we refuse, the leader whispered. Erin leaned close enough that he felt her breath. then the galaxy's deadliest species won't come for your fleets. They'll come for you. Ending the war that never happened. The Zark Dominion surrendered within 24 hours. Not because humans had crushed them, but because humans had shown clearly they could. Humanity returned its fleets home. The Zark withdrew from their borders. Peace returned, uneasy, trembling, but real. Years later, alien scholars still debate what truly ended the conflict. Some say it was human military power. Others say it was human strategy. A few believe humans had help from secret allies. But those who studied the recordings of Captain Erin Vale understood something deeper. The Zark didn't surrender because humans were powerful. They surrendered because humans were united. Because when one human is threatened, all of humanity answers. And the galaxy never forgot that lesson again.